Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mr. Birdie Productions. I am July.
I'm Lance.
I'm Tavis.
And today we are talking about music.
I love music.
I think everyone loves music.
Yeah.
When it comes to your movies, though, I think sometimes you fall too in love with music, and it can be detrimental to your project.
That is true.
So today we're going to be talking about choosing music, how to utilize music to help a scene, and just some of the things that we would say avoid that we possibly didn't avoid that we feel like we should have avoided, and we'll just see what happens. See where the episode goes. So, ladies and gentlemen, music.
I love music.
Who doesn't love music? We all love a nice scene where the acting is great, the visuals are amazing, and the song they choose just brings it all together.
Oh,
but we all hate when there's a scene and the song just destroys the scene itself.
Oh yeah.
And I think for us, choosing the right music, we base it on the emotion of the scene and not necessarily the song itself.
Yes.
So with that being said, I think sometimes you can overdo it with the emotion and you can underdo it with the music. So you want to find that balance of them complementing each other. So one of the things that we found out, so let me start from the beginning. When I write, I use music to help me formulate the scenes. I'll listen to music, I'll write out the scene, and the music I'm listening to is usually similar to the emotion of the scene to kind of help it flow. Sometimes I'll fall in love with the song I'm listening to for that scene, and it's hard for me to deviate to find other songs that may fit it, because sometimes the songs I'm listening to I don't have the copyrights for, I can't use for the movie, so I'll get stuck on a certain song, and then I will have songs that can work, but I'm so in love with the song I was listening to, I'm like not budging. So I think using songs for reference is good if you're someone who uses music to help you formulate your scenes, but never fall in love with the song that you just feel like would be perfect, because God forbid you get to the point where it comes down to like showing the movie and you want to put it in certain places and you're just like, oh, this song is copyrighted, you can't use it. Now you're just like, damn, I don't really have a backup song, I don't have anything else. So that's one thing about music that can be a little detrimental, falling in love with songs before understanding if you can even use them in the movie.
Because that happened to us.
It did.
With Deception.
A few songs, actually.
Yeah, a couple of songs. One of my favorite scenes, both of our favorite scenes, was the scene towards the end where my wife is getting arrested, and it's the music's by Clan. I can't remember the name of the song.
I Hold You.
I Hold You. Fantastic song.
Yeah,
it goes so beautiful.
Yeah.
It goes so well with this, like the transitioning of the scenes and seeing how the movie just comes together.
Yeah.
And then I remember we had to switch it.
Yeah. We tried to get we did everything in our power to try to get the okay to use it. To whatever we had to pay, but we just couldn't get it in contact with the composer. We got in touch with the group Clan, but the composer himself we couldn't get in touch with, and obviously, we don't want to create trouble for ourselves, so we're not just going to use a song and be like, we'll deal with the consequences later. So it's like, no, you don't want to be a snake in the grass. But yeah, that song we originally had was so beautiful, but then it was just like we had to switch it up, and it took us a while.
It did.
It took a while to be okay with the fact that we couldn't use the song. Because we were holding on to that, like, maybe he'll call. Maybe he'll call today.
We did hang out for a while. We're just like, let's just wait.
And it just never came. So we had to make that choice of like, all right. And then, we had songs just like, it's okay. But then every time we found a song, it's like, it's okay, but it's not. It not the original. Live up.
Yeah.
So that delayed the project, because it was just like we were searching for the song. So I would say if a scene has a certain feel to it, have a few songs that you may need to get the copyright okay for, and then songs that are copyright free that you can use. This way you're okay with the choices you have, and you're not stuck in a situation like we were, where we're like begging for this guy to check his DMs or his email and just be like, oh, I'd love to let you use this song, and but it was a learning experience. Now we know You got to have a full playlist of just options that are feasible for you.
And it's nice because we still have the director's cut.
Yeah. Well, the version that we watch.
Yes.
We still have
yes.
that, but we would have loved for those who watched it on YouTube to be just
to feel the emotion, and it really gives so much weight to the scene.
And it's a testament to the song too, because it's one of those things. It's like a song can overpower the scene, or it could be underwhelming. That song was perfect. It was like right in the middle. It allowed the emotions to come in, and it wasn't too loud. There wasn't too many drums. Like the melody itself was just so calm, and it carried the story. So it's just what, like I said, don't fall in love with it, but
sometimes you can't help it.
It's hard. When a song is good, it's good.
It
like,
is.
Regardless of how you feel. But it's just one of the lessons we learn. Like, don't fall in love with a song too early, because you may not be able to use it. Were you gonna say something?
Well, this is actually a great topic, and then this is my first time hearing all this, so honestly, everything that you said kind of resembles to me with me writing my script. Whereas like I literally created a whole playlist for the script that I'm writing, because you had told me write it to like the genre that you're writing about. So like listen to the music and then write to it, And then now I find myself in place where it's like the scenes I'm writing, there's certain songs I like and I want for that part. But again, there's copyrights, there's all that other like legal stuff that kind of plays a part, So where it's like, shoot, y'all might be right, I may not be able to get that, so I gotta find like another way of kind of going about as far as like with the music.
Okay.
So it's funny that y'all brought that up. That's literally
we definitely ran into that issue. And another thing that we learned when it comes to music is music that's too powerful for the scene, and that can come from the what do you call it? The what's the speed of a song called?
The BPMs?
Yes, the beats per minute. So sometimes a song may just be too fast for a scene, and it may sound good, but you got to look at it from an audience standpoint. If your scene is going this speed and the song is here and it doesn't line up, it could be very distracting. And we had a few songs like that. It was just like the timing was off. It was a little too fast, it was a little too slow. So you want to make sure, like, and understandably, if you're not a music composer, you're not going to be able to count the beats per minute and the scene and stuff like that, but you can hear what lines up, and I think just being honest with yourself, and even if you love the song, it's like, it's a little too fast, or the emotion's too high, like the song's a little too peppy, and the scene is a guy dead on the floor, you wouldn't want some,
obviously,
you wouldn't want some commercial music like that hooky,
Bruno Mars,
and we laugh about it, but we've watched movies where they'll just throw a song in there and you're just like,
what's going on?
Yeah, you're just like, what? And then the song is loud and like. And another thing, ladies and gentlemen, understand volume levels. If you have to go online and just Google target levels for movies, so dialogue, music, sound effects, we didn't know any of that. Like, we went through, and we had, at one point, things were on the same level. So you had a guy talking, you had background music, sound effects. It just sounded like a bunch of mumbo jumbo.
Just noise.
And and you're just like, I don't know what this man is saying. This song is too damn loud. You got gunshots in the background. Like, it just takes you out of the movie because your sensories are overloaded. You're just like, all right, guys, I'm done. I'm tapping out. This is too much. So definitely go online and just Google, just if you want Hollywood levels, decibel levels, because that's what we did. So dialogue, I think, is usually, I don't know, I'm not gonna be technical, but it's out there. Utilize it because it does make a difference. So just understanding the levels is super important. It's one of the things in the beginning when you don't know, you don't know you're making that mistake because you don't know. But we learned, and luckily we didn't put the movie out before learning about that, and we had to go back and redo it. But there were times we were watching scenes and I was just like,
something's off.
Yeah, there's a lot of noise, and I can't really focus. So that is something that happens a lot in the beginning, and just be mindful of just those levels and just understanding how to pair them together. The cadence of a song, beats per minute. Just listen if it's too fast, if it's too slow, if it's too loud, if the pitch is like your ears will tell you when you've landed on something good. And I think you should trust yourself. It's your film. So obviously, if you put some time into it, you'll land somewhere where you're happy. But music is super, super important. It's not something to be overlooked. Yeah, just don't overlook it and take your time with it. Who are you gonna? Oh, you looked over like you were gonna. Yeah, you guys got anything else on music? There's really not too much on.
Yeah, I don't
Said it
think
all,
so.
pretty much.
Trust in your taste.
Yeah.
Music is everybody's got a taste for music. I feel like we kind of talked about this the last episode too. Not with music, but with something else. Where it's just like maybe we were talking about visuals. I think we were talking about visuals. Whereas like I feel like people can kind of get caught up in not wanting to. I might be talking about something different here, but not wanting to express what they like because they don't want to.
Then they'll go against the grain.
Yeah, they'll go against the grain, and then from what I know, some people like this personally who don't like to talk about what they like because they don't want to be judged by it, or like, oh, you think that's good art?
Yeah,
and it's the same thing. I feel like it's the same thing with music. Like, just what you like, and just follow your taste. It's gonna be you. You want your movie to be you. You want the music to represent you and the story that you're telling. Yeah.
And a prime example of using, so when we say music has to match the scene, we just mean in a sense of what you're going for, not for what people expect it to be, right? And a perfect example was in Magazine Dreams, when they were playing the rock music in a lot of the scenes. And yes, it was chaotic, but even when he was getting ready to go on the date, and it was perfect. And it was like, you would never think a man getting ready to go on a date, he'd be listening to some heavy metal rock. But you watch the scene, and you're just like, damn, that fits perfectly.
It does.
And it just it's if you've never seen Magazine Dreams, I would definitely recommend going seeing it. It's one of the best movies that in my opinion, I truly think Jonathan Majors killed it. The visuals, the music, everything worked. But it's just like a situation like that where you're just like, damn, I really like heavy metal, but I'm making a romance movie. I can't use. You can.
It works. You can make it work.
Yeah, figure out how it works for you. But when we say like, make sure it lines up in your vision. You don't mean like society, or like if I put this out, people are gonna be like, oh no, that's stupid. It's what you want.
Yes.
And thank you for bringing that up, because I wouldn't want people to think like we're saying you got to follow the industry standard.
Yeah.
Like
It's
it's your
creative. That's what it's all, that's what being creative is all about.
It's true.
Setting your ideas differently than what another studio company has done or what somebody else has did. So
yeah, stick to your guns, love what you do.
That's it.
And you will be okay. But make some good music choices.
Yeah.
And learn about copyright laws, because they're a lot more confusing than they think.
Can't go wrong with Drake.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, true.
Let me just call Drake and use one of his songs. Let me know when he gets back to you.
Iceman out now.
I still haven't listened to it.
Listen to a few songs. It's okay.
I listened about 500 times now.
Damn, dude. Groupie.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the perfect time to go to our Bible Hub. Today's scripture is going to come from Psalms chapter 96, verse 1. And it says, sing to the Lord a new song. Sing to the Lord all the earth. Be creative. Be encouraged with your music. This song just says, be joyful in your worship. Sing to God when you're going to church, or even when you're home, if you're listening to your gospel music, and you're just, if it's something that you use to praise God, make it your choice. Find the music that brings you closer to him. There's no rule book that says you have to listen to gospel music to get closer to God.
Yeah.
Granted, be careful with the music you listen to, because there's a lot of influences from other entities, I should say, that when you're not paying attention to the music, that can be pulling you further away from God. But I think God loves music, and I think he loves when we rejoice. I think he loves when we praise and worship, and it's all about what you love and what you feel. And then just like in your movie, you got to go with what you love, what you feel, what sounds good to you, what moves you, which makes you feel creative. So have fun with music. It's a great thing. I love music. I know you've mentioned twice in this episode you love music.
I love music.
I'm pretty sure you love music too. So music is just one of those things. It's universal.
Yeah.
It's more rare to find someone who hates music than who loves music. I truly don't think there's anyone out there who truly doesn't love music.
I know one person.
Do you really?
You want to say the name?
Oh shit.
Not really. Brendan Blackwell.
He loves music. He's our token name that we have to throw out. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, music is fun, music is creative, and have fun with your movies.
Yeah.
You guys got anything else on music? You guys want to sing a song, a little diddly do?
Nothing. I think you nailed it perfectly.
Okay.
If Tavis, you want to join me in a little,
All right. I'll let you guys have the floor.
and
See y'all next Saturday.
Played you.
Yeah,
Ladies
you-
and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. You want to sing?
no, you kind of just killed my.
Yeah, he popped your balloon.
Yeah, he really did.
Enjoy your Saturday, people. We'll see you next week.
You played me, man. You really played me.
That was good.